Today was supposed to be the open for business day. However, due to technical difficulties, it's probably going to be Monday. There's just a couple little hiccups keeping us from pumping gas today.
I mean, most of the public doesn't have vehicles equipped for it, so it'll mainly be business.
That's correct. I mean, the businesses are more attracted to the fuel than the general public is, because if you're not using the gallons of fuel, there isn't any savings to be had. So the higher volume users are the guys that are more attracted towards this technology.
Okay.
While it is open to the public, and this year, or 2015, Chevy has an Impala out that you can go to the dealership and buy that's natural gas and gasoline. So, I mean, you could, as the public, come and use the station, and as the fuel costs go up for gasoline, I think we'll start to see that more and more. So someone buying a semi, for example, the semis that they have here on display, they're about $60,000 extra for them to buy. But they're going to be saving about $1.50 or a gallon or more on their fuel costs. So they a guy with a semi ends up saving his money back in about a year and a half, typically. On a car or a pickup truck, like an AT&T service van, they're usually more like 2 or 3 years out before they save their money back, and it's all about the mileage. Break even at the moment seems to be about 70,000 miles.
And of course, semis, they run on diesel.
Yes. Well, generally you run on diesel. I mean, this particular semi runs only on natural gas.
And it's liquefied now.
It's compressed natural gas.
What is that?
Compressed is it's the same gas that would go to your furnace, except that it's actually compressed to 3,600 psi. So it's just at a higher pressure in the tank. There is such a thing as liquefied natural gas, which is LNG, and that's cryogenically refrigerated to make it become a liquid. And we don't do that at all. We're only CNG. There are other companies out there that do LNG, and it's kind of beta versus VHS right now. Both technologies are out there. We think we're the VHS. The technology where the hose hooks on is slightly different in that it actually locks on like an air compressor would lock on a hose. So you can't physically dispense any fuel at all unless the hose is actually attached to the vehicle. It locks onto the vehicle. So unlike a gasoline or diesel pump, any kid could take the gasoline or fuel and just spray it all over the ground.
Sure.
This is the safest thing there is. It's impossible to dispense fuel unless it's going into the vehicle.
How many different companies are going to be coming here? Do you anticipate pumping fuel?
Well, there's a handful that we know of already, 5 or 6, but this is, I hate to use the term build it and they will come, but it's truly the case. Almost every fleet out there, trucking company, is at least looking at CNG right now because of the enormous fuel savings that they have. The problem is if there's no station close by, there's nothing they can do. So once there's a station in the market, the interest picks up significally, and then the trucks just start coming.
Who are those companies? Can you name them?
Well, Ohio Logistics, for example, is a very good example. They have 10 trucks on order. The company's hauling for Lowe's, which is right next door. Lowe's has taken the initiative to push their carriers. They're not mandating that, I understand, but they're pushing their carriers to run natural gas. So all the carriers coming in and out of the Lowe's distribution center are going to be looking at the natural gas. And then, we as a company get calls all the time, of trucks going up and down the 75 corridor looking for some place to get fuel.
Okay.